Right, the Titanic has finally been built after 3 years. Titanic has been finally built after 3 years. We are ready. Set sail, but we need to gather up passengers. To gather up passengers. My God. Right, we're ready to set sail. Titanic, turn to the starboard side. We're ready to set sail the Titanic for the first time. And our first trip we're gonna make is New York. Yeah. Starboard side. We need to do a complete turn. I'll be pause the video until we do a complete turn. Okay, done the turn. A thunderstorm has picked up. We're battling. No one damaged the unsinkable ship. Or so did we think it was unsinkable. Or so we thought it was unsinkable. Oh, for God's sake. So, we made it to Southampton. So far, we made it to Southampton. We really need to basically get New York. New York is, So we decided to turn to the starboard side, aka the right side, to get to New York. To get to New York right now. And I wish we were going all ahead. I wish we were going full speed. Okay, so we need to go to New York. I am no longer turning the starboard side. Captain Edward J. Smith now decided to keep going full ahead in the half. Decided to go half speed all ahead to New York. All ahead, full. Oh, now they decided to go. Now they decided to go full speed. So, the adventure of Titanic. So, the adventure of setting sail and making it to New York. The adventure begins. So, making it to New York begins. Or so I thought. Also, the captain thought we were going to make it there safely because it was quoted because the ship was quoted unsinkable. The unsinkable Titanic ship. And by the way, let me remind you, this is the Titanic's first ever time set sailing. First ever time set sailing, may I remind you. So, we're really enjoying nice home. Then we cross another ship. Then we cross another random. Then the Titanic crosses another ship. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So it's the second day. It's the Titanic's second day out. So it is the Titanic's. So it is the Titanic's second day out. It's the Titanic's second day out. Captain still has decided to go all ahead full, just because I have no idea. And then we cross Halifax. On the second day, we cross Halifax, or near it anyway. So, as we enjoy the first journey of the Titanic. It may surprise you. Enjoy the first trip of the Titanic. It may surprise you. Driving ships was Captain Edward's thing. It was his thing, and he loved driving the Titanic. And he loved driving the Titanic. So after the first trip, he wanted to be the captain and drive the Titanic again. So he decided to do it again. And we will come back when it's the... Looks like we meet the ship again. Looks like we meet that ship again. So he honks his horn. Alright, let's just look over there. There's another ship. I mean, come on, that is actually a coincidence. To be honest, I didn't hire anyone to be that ship. It's just there, which is a really good sign. Anyway, back to the Titanic story. So the Titanic's trip to New York is going well so far. Really well. Titanic's trip to New York is going really well. We will be back on the Titanic's third day out. We meet another island, but it's in our way, so we have to turn the port side. Turn to port! Turn to port! So we are turning to the port side. So we turn to the port. So we are finally making it past Halifax. We are finally making it past Halifax and are on our way to New York. This is the third day. This is the Titanic's third day out, by the way. We found the shipyard, and so we also found the docks where the Titanic is passing. By. Finally found somewhere where the Titanic is passing by. Good morning, people of Halifax. We have sailed here, all the way here from Southampton. Well, we were here in San Francisco, but we made Southampton, and then we drove all the way to here. We're all the way to New York. Yo-ho! They thought they were going to make it to New York. Turn to starboard. Yes, sir. Starboard, yes, sir. Turn to port. There we go. Now we're on a direct pattern heading to New York. We're on a direct pattern heading to New York. A direct, straight line to New York. Anyway, Titanic is still riding. Titanic's still driving at this. The Titanic is obviously still driving at sailing at this point. It's gonna be a while until our next trip, until our next place, which is our destination, New York. Or so did we thought. On the fourth day, Titanic is out. Fourth day, and the Titanic is still travelling. And Edwards realised that this has been a long trip. There's been a long trip to New York so far. But okay. This is an epic trouble. Really well. Iceberg! Right ahead! Hold on, what? Sorry, there's an iceberg. They turn to the port side at starboard. Wrong way. Tend its port. They actually jump. It's not turning. We're gonna hit! We hit. Stop the ship! Stop the ship! So they did. They stopped the Titanic, started deploying life. Such an annoying noise. They started deploying lifeboats. Started deploying the lifeboats of Titanic. They started deploying the lifeboats of the Titanic. They started deploying the lifeboats. So the Titanic is sinking. So the Titanic was still sinking. There was no hope but. There was no hope for the Titanic today. There was no hope for Titanic and the people on it. So they started deploying bears, but they were white, so no one knew. They started sending distress signals. Deploying the lifeboats. They started sending distress signals. Deploying the lifeboats. As well as still firing the flags. None of the nearby ships, the Arcadia and the SS California, responded because they didn't know. And then, but, this little thing. The Titanic wouldn't have hit the iceberg. The Titanic would not have hit the iceberg if the Titanic responded to the SS California's iceberg warnings. So, a little tricky thing here. Titanic kept sinking, it started to play music. The first funnel fell, everyone was traumatized. When the first funnel fell, everyone was traumatized and really terrified. The lights kept flickering on the Titanic, as you can see here. The second funnel of the Titanic fell down. There was no hope for these people now. As the lifeboats sailed and watched in horror as the biggest unsinkable ship sink, the RMS Titanic. And then it snaps in half. The ship snaps in half. And the ship snaps in half. And then it goes. The Titanic stern was going down. This Titanic stern was going down. The once and mighty ship that only lasted for 4 days. For 4 days is sinking. The once and big mighty Titanic is sinking to the bottom of the North Atlantic Ocean near New York. Near to New York. As everyone watched in horror, the Titanic went down. As everyone watched in horror, the Titanic slowly went down and down. Titanic's stern went slowly down and down. As they watched in horror, the once and mighty unsinkable ship sank to the bottom. There's no lights. The lifeboats just sit there, waiting for a ship. The survivors just sit there, waiting for a solution. Waiting for anything, really. So a blizzard occurred. They were freezing. They had to think of something to warm up. They really needed to warm up. They sailed down, hopefully that warming up. No, it obviously didn't. It obviously didn't work. So they decided to use their leftover blankets and cover themselves in the blizzard. And that seemed to work. And they were waiting and waiting for hours for another ship. They've been waiting so far for 1 hour for a ship to arrive. So the blizzard passed, and they were still sitting out there waiting for a ship. It was almost morning. It was almost morning when they were waiting. It was finally morning, and we saw a ship arrive. We saw a ship passing by. It was the Carpathia, right over there. It was the Carpathia. Carpathia. So all the lifeboats travelled to the Carpathia. All the lifeboats sailed. All the lifeboats decided to sail to the Carpathia because the Carpathia was there to save them. So they tried to come. So they came aboard the Carpathia. They came aboard the Carpathia, which was just passing by to go to Southampton. But then they decided, to pick, and then the captain of the ship decided to drive us to New York. Drive us to New York, where our destination was on the Titanic, but it sank. Right then what happened is, so the Carpathia picked up. So the Carpathia picked up all the passengers, and the Carpathia picked up all the passengers and sailed to New York, and sailed to New York, and the rest, and it was a really safe journey. Right then, we're diving in the North Atlantic. By the way, this is 84 years later. So, should be around here somewhere. The radio's picking up something. The Titanic! We found the Titanic. So, we found the Titanic. The first exhibition. We finally discovered the ship. We finally discovered and invented submarines and found the ship. Oh my god, this funnel. It's destroyed. There's 3 funnels. Oh, the stern is... Oh my god, this is all rusted up in 84 years. Right, we recover the ring, the necklace. Got the safe. Cover the necklace. So they recovered the necklace. Or so they thought. They opened the thing and realised, what the heck? Nothing in there. It's just dirt, and then it's a picture. And then that's the beginning of the movie. And it explains how she was on the Titanic, blah blah blah. Alright, goodbye.